And then you smell a sickly, moist smell. Oh, the best word in the world. Love it. You feel dampness all around you. You come back to your senses in the gloom of the family crypt lying flat on a stone slab. Your parents are on the way to the crypt right now. You hear their muffled voices. They're arguing, and against all rules, Mother will not agree with Father.
Why would Sir Gregor do this? He just took one of our child's lives.
Lydia, my father is our family's head, and the boy raised a hand to him. It was a foot. But
it was a foot, yeah. Jeez.
There was nothing we could do, and Father did not admit that he was too hard on him. Please do not anger Sir Gregor. You need to accept this. It will never happen to any of our children again.
Their voices grew quiet as they lean over you. You lean on your elbows to try and get up from the stone. Mother gingerly wraps her cloak over your naked body as you shiver from the cold.
My son, your first death came far too soon. I know it may be difficult to realize what happened, but know this. The twin gods are ever merciful. You are a child and your time to leave here for the hereafter has not come yet. You will be returned here by the gods twice more, but do not tempt fate again, and never ever defy those who can easily take your life. Brant, you have angered your grandfather greatly. Do not stand in Sir Gregor's way ever again, and he will never hurt you again. For now, just stay away from him.
Father stays a step away from you, not saying a word. When Mother finishes talking, he picks you up and carries you outside. Together your parents take you from the family crypt. On your way out of the crypt, you take a moment to touch your head. It is perfectly fine. There is no sign of the blow. You know, the cocaine that they were going to sniff off of your head? Back home, Grandfather is still walking through the house examining the rooms. You can see that Stefan and Gloria are disturbed by what just happened. Nathan starts crying when he sees you. The playroom still reeks of burnt paint. There's something about you now, a pitch black stripe on your left arm. It looks like a strange bit of dirt at first, but it will not wash off. It will be like that forever, Mother explains. That is all she will say of it.
You got a tattoo before you're 18?
Dude, hell yeah, man. Everyone knows the prime time to get a tattoo is when you're 5 years old.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? We got one death, but we got some determination and we got some perception. So I'd say that was a win, I guess. Yep. Sure, why not? Conditions: suffer your first death. As a small child, you suffer your first death and rebirth. Oh boy. God, what if, like, real life was like that? Like, you could die 4 times and then be brought back? That'd be insane.
Yeah.
That'd be really crazy. Then you just have to, like, I don't know, start spawn killing people you actually want to kill? Soon, Grandfather leaves. Your elder brother Stefan goes with him. From that day on, Father's hired teachers tend to you alone. They bore you with monotonous lectures on writing, counting, and the way of life in the blessed Archnean Empire. You often distract yourself from their instruction by playing with your younger brother Nathan. Your home grows quiet without your elder brother. Too quiet. Weeks later, your family receives a letter from Stefan. Grandfather has sent him to a boarding school for nobles, and he is now studying hard in preparation for his service as a nobleman.
That's okay. The rules here are way too strict. If you can't even sneeze without the teacher's permission, or you can't even sneeze, okay. But I've been studying with my peers. We're learning how to live as nobles in a noble society. We're also learning the art of swordplay. That's my favorite part.
With Stefan now at the boarding school, Grandfather arrives once more, this time to live in your home. The only good thing is that he often has urgent business with Eterna, the capital of the Empire, and has to travel there. One day you ask Mother where he lived before.
In Eterna,
she says,
but now his place is here.
Each time Grandfather returns, he gives the servants new orders. Your home is now always busy with repairs. The servants are redecorating Grandfather's chambers, including his library and sitting room. Sometimes Father tries to gently talk him out of this. Why subject the house to constant reconstruction? Grandfather's answer is always the same.
This home is mine, and I will live here as befits a man of the nobility.
As in, he got a lot of money, so he about to pimp his house?
Or he got poor and he has to go live with his family he doesn't want to live with.
Oh, maybe that's it, right? Oh, maybe he's the dishonorable one. Hey, yeah, him right there. That guy, I'm going to pick his nose quickly. Yeah, see? That's right.
I cannot see the mouse.
Now who's dishonoring you? Some days grandfather stays home, and on those days you try your best to stay out of his sight. But there is no way you can avoid family breakfast. The food is there, but you cannot bring yourself to eat it. Mother's eyes are red and swollen. She's been crying all night again. Grandfather sits at the head of the table where nobody used to sit before.
Robert, it is high time your youngest sons underwent their sacraments.
Sir Brant, please, let them live the free of the lot for a while longer. But...
Shut your mouth. Robert, that wife of yours is impertinent enough to interrupt me. If this ever happens again, she'll be eating her gruel with the servants in the kitchen where she belongs. It is time you considered a real marriage, Robert, one to a woman of the proper station.
Gloria drops her fork. Grandfather shoots her a scathering look. A tear rolls down Mother's cheek. Father does not look away from the plate, his hands clenched into his fist.
Baroness Eloda is one such woman. She is a comely widow and a fine match. She is suing for her inheritance right now and could use proper support and a husband. You can keep your low-born Lydia around if you like. Servant mistress, I don't care.
I will not do that, Father.
I'm the head of this family, and the family's standing took a severe blow after you married that commoner. It is unthinkable. How could you give up the memory of beautiful Amalia Alborn for this lowly woman and that bastard child of hers? But now you have a chance to set things right. Don't disappoint me.
Father nods curtly, trying not to look in Mother's direction.
Father, I wish to see Stefan.
If I find your conduct in the Baroness's presence satisfactory enough, then you may see him. She is coming for a visit tomorrow. Be prepared.
Grandfather wipes his mouth and his napkin, throws it onto his plate, and leaves. Mother's lips move silently. Nobody says a word. Then Father stands up and orders you and the other children back to your rooms. He needs to speak to Mother in private. Father comes to your room before bedtime. He sits on the edge of the bed and adjusts a crease on the woolen blanket. He distanced himself from you after Stefan's departure, so you are not used to such attention from him. In the candlelight, you can see his face in the dark. There's a sour expression on it.
What's going on?
It's your turn to read.
No, it just suddenly stopped.
Oh.
Everything stopped.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
It was like in a loop of music only.
Oh, weird. Is it fixed now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
My son, Baroness Emma E. or L. I thought that was E! Exclamation point. Emma L.
E,
Lodar. Yeah. Will be will be visiting us tomorrow. Please be quiet and treat her with respect. Nathan will do as you do. I want this dinner to be as immaculate as possible. Don't let me down.
On the next day, Mother starts dressing you and Nathan for the coming dinner. You see red all around her eyes. She has been crying and for a long time. It hurts just to look at her. Nathan starts whining quietly. You and Nathan are dressed in the new doublets. Your tousled hair brushed into shape. Gloria's...
New clothing.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We got some new doublets.
I only know doublets from Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, really?
They're like shirts.
Oh, nice. Nice. We got some new shirts. Hell yeah. I wonder if we got some like gang logos on them or something.
Oh, it's the new pants song.
The new pants song. Wait, are you talking about the new shirt song?
New shirt. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember Ryan's part that says new pants.
New pants.
Got
yeah.
New pants.
Oh, so good. So good. Blah blah blah. Gloria is told to stay in her room. Father appears wearing his best suit. Mother is in a humble brown dress, looking pale. Grandfather has an uncharacteristically contented look about him. You hear the sound of wheels and hooves against the cobbles in the yard, then a pair of dainty heels come clacking. The antechamber is completely quiet and still, fearing grandfather's observant eye and his horrible burps. The door opens. You see your guest, a beautiful dark-haired woman in a dress of elegant deep blue. Father takes the hand of Lady Al-Lodar and kisses it, showering her in compliments. Grandfather's face is beaming to her presence. No one even bothers to introduce Mother.
Baroness, allow me to introduce you Robert's sons, Brent and Nathan Brant.
Oh, God darn it. I wanted to see the Brent Brant, not the Brent and Nathan Brant. One day we'll get it.
Frankly, it's his eldest, Stefan, who deserves the most attention, but currently he is studying in Eterna with other young noblemen like himself. It is my hope that his younger sons will also make me proud one day, even though I was kind of a dick to that one.
And killed one
for actually wanting to be himself and for, or for wanting to, I don't know where I'm going with this, I'm senile. Grandfather eyes you with a probing look. How will you act in front of the Baroness? Will you accept her here next to your mother, your father's rightful wife? Okay, we have options. We got options, dude. We can greet the Baroness politely. Our reputation will go up, our unity will go down, and Lydia, our mother, will not like us as much, but Robert Brant and Gregor Brant will start to like us a little more.
Yeah.
We could walk away with Mother, our reputation goes down, our perception does go up, but Robert and Gregor do not like us, and then our mother does like us. We could maintain our composure, which will just, use willpower, and we won't really get anything out of it. Maybe, potentially. Or we demand that Mother be introduced. That doesn't seem like a good idea. I don't... Oh, it says... Oh, one of these must be true. Yeah, so we're grateful with Robert Brant, so that's okay. But our unity will go up by 1, and our reputation will go down by 1, and Gregor Brant will hate us still. So what are you thinking? What's going on in your mind?
I'd say greet the Baroness politely.
I think that's what we should do, too. I'm kind of on the same wavelength as that. Like, our reputation goes up, our unity goes down, but, we're not really going with family, really, anyways. And our relationship with our mother goes down, but, I feel like we're not doing very well with her anyways.
Yeah.
Right?
She beat me that one time.
Right? Yeah. But I love, the counter-argument for that is that we are also going to, get reputation up with Gregor, who literally killed us. So, as the counterpoint to that. But I'd still say we should greet the Baroness politely. I don't think this is the fight to...
just the politeness is I'd just be polite, even if I don't like them.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Yeah. So, okay, let's do it. You follow Father's example and kiss the Baroness's fingers gently. Then you stick them in your mouth and give them a little... Her laughter fills the antechamber, ringing like chimes. You gallantly offer to lead her to the sitting room. Lady Al-Lodar graciously agrees. Behind your back, you can hear Mother sobbing. I don't even know if we are 6. I think we're still 5. This has been a long portion of chapter, a long portion of being alive. Grandfather and Baroness Al-Lodar engage in small talk over dinner. She tells him of the woes of litigation over her late husband's inheritance, and he... Oh wait, you're supposed to be reading this. We just made.
I just realized. Yeah.
I just realized. Continue, Brent.
All right. I'll just start at the beginning. Grandfather and Baroness Al-Lodar engage in a small talk over dinner. She tells him of the woes and of litigation over her late husband's inheritance, and he advises her like the judge he is. Father is most silent, only getting in a word or two. You do your absolute best to behave yourself. After the decorous farewells, I guess extravagant. I don't know what decorous is supposed to mean. Over the top farewells.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
To the Lady Al-Lodar, Father quietly thanks you for your model behavior. The morning after, he leaves for Eterna with Grandfather to visit Stefan. Mother spends almost an entire day in her bedroom. You cannot bring yourself to speak to her.
Ooh.
You did what you're told.
Yeah, right?
You're asked to do.
Well,
You
Lydia's
damned
not
if
going to
you
like
do,
us,
damned if
but-
you don't.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, father returns from the capital in a quiet rage. You overhear your parents talking. Apparently, grandfather has already poisoned Stefan's mind against him, and he's greeted father with a cold hostility. The name of the name of Baroness Eldadar is never mentioned in the house again.
Oh. Hey, there we go. +4 affection? Hell yeah. I'm down with that. Oh, and Gregor is slowly liking us a little bit. He doesn't really like us. He still kind of hates us, but he's indifferent. That's probably the best way to put it. Our reputation has gone up, but our unity has gone down. Oh, we're getting into disagreements now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
All right. We're in chapter 1 now.
Yep. Oh, dude, we're 7 years. Okay, I guess we were 6 in that last one. Okay, cool. We got killed, I think, when we were 5. But...
Yeah. Father now checks on your studies often and nitpicks you for sitting or eating or speaking in an incorrect fashion. Once he becomes so annoyed. Oh, that's a weird
sentence.
Once he became annoyed,
yeah,
he says that he wished Stefan had been the one to stay home instead of you. You never expected to hear these words from your father of all people. Grandfather's trip to the capital took longer than expected. It feels lighter around the house without his presence. You allow yourself a little change of scenery. Instead of your mom, you now...
Instead of your mom? Instead of
your mom. Oh, yeah. I said, okay. It is blurry. It looked like mom.
Oh, okay. Oh, man. I thought you were just going to make a your mom joke in the middle of that.
But yeah, okay. We'll just go with that then. You are now busy... you now busy yourself with reading and calculations in the sitting room across the open door into the yard. Gloria has joined you today. She has already helped you progress through several complex passages in the book. Right now, she seems preoccupied with the strange tube. I don't want to know what you do with yourself.
Yeah, what weird tube are you using? Yeah.
Aren't you hurt by the way grandfather treats you? You ask. Gloria just shrugs.
Grandfather always says that they should get rid of me. I'm used to it now. He hurts you a lot worse because you're closer to him. I just have to stay out of his way, that's it.
She shows you the strange tube that has been holding all day.
Look, it's a kaleidoscope. I got it as a gift. Want to see inside?
Excited by the idea, you close the book and peer into the tiny hole in one end of the tube. Your eye sees a multitude of intricate patterns. Each turn of the tube reveals a new web of interwoven colors. They mesmerize you. The kaleidoscope turns the fire burning in the fireplace into cavalry made of flames. You are riding at the front of the fiery horseman. Okay. Ready to face the enemy. Grandfather's face emerges from the intersecting lines, and you swing the kaleidoscope like a sword, cutting it in half. Now you look at the blue sky through the window, and the patterns are unending, secretive, and calm and peaceful, just like Father's smile before Grandfather's invasion. The deep blue gives way to a scattering of gold radiating gentle warmth. Like mother's arms, this fleeting beauty is too soon. This fleeting beauty too soon gives way to a hypnotic new pattern. Again and again, you see your family in these interconnecting figures as they come together and break apart. And in the middle of this golden glow, you can see Gloria's green eyes gazing at you observantly. Your sister left you long ago. The books are abandoned, and time slips away unchecked, but you are still busy peering into the kaleidoscope. Order emerges from the chaos before your eyes again and again, but you cannot preserve it no matter how you try. You are caught in an inner conflict. There is so much that can be done. with this kaleidoscope. Should you take it apart or ask Gloria how it works? Keep enjoying the patterns it shows you, but you still have lessons today.
Oh ho ho! All right. Do we take the kaleidoscope apart? Our perception will go up by 1, but our willpower will go down by 5, and we are at 10 willpower right now. Do we keep looking through the kaleidoscope? Our willpower will plus 10. Or we will return to our studies and determination will go up 1, our willpower will go down by 5. So any choice we do, our willpower will be affected somehow.
I don't like how it says on the left side, you get to take it apart or ask how it works and enjoy the patterns it shows you. So
yeah.
Like, I would ask Gloria how it works. That's what I would have done. But it's not
that's not an option. Oh, yeah, that's an
option.
Oh, I totally didn't realize that. That's weird. Yeah, because I feel like that would be the option to choose. Is like, hey, go ask Gloria how it works.
Yeah, that's what I would have chosen.
Yeah.
But they decided to like not have that choice for some stupid reason.
Huh, that's strange.
Even
so,
I still wouldn't take that apart.
Yeah, I wouldn't take it apart
because
that's the thing, and we also don't know how to put it back together. So like, yeah, there's no. I wouldn't say that's great. Like, our perception goes up by 1, but like, I don't think it's worth it.
So when I was like 5 or 6, I took apart my Nintendo, my NES.
Oh God, yeah.
And I cleaned it and I put it back together.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Oh wow.
It's like I fixed it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at fixing things, but again, that was mine. That was my Nintendo.
Yeah. Okay, I was just seeing what that was. I forgot that we have all these options on the side.
Oh
it shows you everything, like the family, you know?
Yeah.
Who's alive, who's still kicking and stuff. We've got our okay, I think this is like
reputation, wealth,
yeah. And then we got personality. Oh, this is who we are right now. 7 years old, low-born estate, occupation. We're growing up. That's my occupation always, man. 24/7 occupation growing up. We've already had our first death before 7 years old. That's great. That's fantastic. And our destiny. Okay. Cool. Oh wow, this tells you like everything.
Beyond fencing lessons, insight, nobleman's sacrament.
Yeah.
That's just chapter 1.
Yeah, we're still in chapter 1. I don't know how long this is, how long we've been recording for this time, but we still have this age and one more age until we get to the end of chapter 1.
1 hour.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. Well, how about... Hold on, how do I go back? Oh, there we go. Should we... What do you want to do? What do you want to do, Brent?
I'd say return to your studies.
Mm-hmm.
Because that seems...
I think that's the best thing to do, too. Like, our determination will go up 1, which is good, because we have no determination right now. And our willpower goes down by 5, but we have 10, so, like, it seems to be 5 each time for the most part, for willpower. Yeah. I'm sure that'll go up at some point, but, like, yeah, let's do that. Return to your studies. Don't want to get too distracted. You put the kaleidoscope away and return to studying the book. There's so much you have to discuss with Gloria. You cannot help but wonder, what things did she see there? But first, your lessons. When Father walks in, he sees you hard at work over the book. He chuckles in approval, then spots the kaleidoscope on the table next to you. He puts the toy to his eye, then freezes still for a moment. It takes him an effort to put it back down. Then he praises you for being diligent and leaves.
Nailed it.
Nailed it! When today's section of the book is finished, take the toy upstairs to your sister's room and tell her what you saw in it. Gloria smiles, knowing what you felt. Cool. I once saw a ballroom full of dancers. I watched it for an entire hour. My hands even got sore.
All right, Barak.
Right. As I was saying that, I was like, wait a minute. This sounds like someone. This loosely sounds like someone. You spend a lot of time with your sister discussing the kaleidoscope figures, and you feel a strong connection to her. The toy has brought you closer together, made you interconnected, just like the lines and figures in its colorful eye. So our willpower went down, but our determination went up. So that's good. That's pretty dope-roni and cheese right there. Sweet temptation. Grandfather's visits are no longer a cause for fear and panic in the house. He has become something you are used to, something nagging yet not unordinary, like a splinter or a stain on your trousers from jizzing your pants too much. The tension still remains, however. Sir Gregor's disdain for everyone in the house is so palpable, it almost stings for real. Your lessons with the tutor are done for today. You are walking down the stairs when you spot Gloria peeping into the sitting room through a slightly open door. You sneak up on your sister and tap her lightly on the shoulder. She is startled. Oh, it's you, Brent. Look, Sir Gregor's eating something. You know who that is? You know who that is? That's not Barack. That's Joe Swanson right there.
Oh, yeah.
From Family Guy, yeah. Grandfather is sitting on the sofa, flipping through a book with one hand and reaching for a glass bowl with another now and then. Inside the bowl, you see candied fruit, a sweet confectionery forbidden to the common estate, like all sweet things. Yet Grandfather's face shows no pleasure as he keeps consuming the high-born treats. The clock strikes 3. Grandfather rises from his seat, puts away the bowl on a shelf, and leaves for the yard. He always takes a walk in the city at this time.
All this like highborn and lowborn. It's like I want to grow up to be a dragonborn.
Yeah, right. Oh man, I mean that's clearly the best born to be. You know, either that or you're the Bourne Identity or the Bourne guy from that.
Supremacy.
Jason
Yeah.
Bourne, yeah, that's his name, I think. Gloria nudges you with her elbow and looks at the candy bowl when you look at her. The first emotion you feel is fear, but next comes curiosity, and it is stronger. Stefan used to boast that candied fruit tastes incredible. Now you have a perfect opportunity to try it. You try a candied fruit first. The sugar starts to melt as soon as you put it on your tongue. It is so sweet. You have never eaten anything as good as this. You take the whole bowl off of the shelf and give it to your sister. She takes a fruit and brings it to her mouth, carefully, like a rare treasure. There's a thumping on the stairs, footsteps accompanied by the knocking of a walking stick. You have no idea why, but Grandfather is back. You quickly hide behind the sofa and pull Gloria after you, but she is frozen in place with the bowl in her hands. The door opens. Grandfather's menacing figure advances on Gloria. His hand seizes her arm.
You squalid, ungrateful, low-born child! How dare you bite the hand that feeds you? You and your trollop of a mother would be sleeping in a ditch if it weren't for my spineless son. The sweet and pleasant things in life are for noble estate, not for the likes of you. Did you forget your lot?
His hand swings and hits Gloria on the cheek. She falls to the floor right next to where you are hidden. Her fingers glisten with the warm melted sugar that brought you here. Grandfather advances again, his walking stick ready, but then he sees you huddling behind the armchair. Please don't hurt him, Sir Brant. This is all my fault. He tried to stop me. Definitely not his fault. Wink, wink. You should go beat him up and not me, haha. You can always see a bruise on Gloria's cheek. This is the only beginning, this is only the beginning of her punishment. Gloria was caught red-handed unlike you. You can still avoid your punishment.
What is it then, Milksop? Did you try the sugar too? Or were you trying to stop this piece of filth, like she says?
Do we tell the truth?
I blame Stefan.
Or should we lie? Yeah, it was Stefan. You know, he snuck back from his boarding school and he took the sugar.
Yeah,
Jeez,
that's
come
right.
on. Oh, we had to be grateful with Gloria to mock Grandfather with the sister. Oh, we can't do that now. So I guess I don't know, man.
What is tell the truth?
Tell the truth. You tell the truth. You did eat the candied fruit with your sister. It doesn't say we'll get a death for it. Our perception will go up by 1.
It seems like the better...
Actually, yeah, and our relations with Gregor Brant will go up too. So, that seems like...
Does that mean he's... our character's gonna, like, throw Gloria under the bus?
No, because it was our idea, right? To get the sugar, right? And then we just, like, I brought the bowl down for her, and then she was holding the bowl, and then we heard the thumping, so then I went to hide, tried to move her, she wouldn't move. So when he opened the door, she was caught with the bowl, right? Okay. Yeah, so I think it's one of the things where if we tell the truth, well, like, I don't think we're gonna say, like, oh, we were the ones who got the bowl from the blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Like, we still might kind of throw her under the bus a little bit like that, but
And I go with tell the truth.
I would say tell the truth. I think
Yeah.
there's the most positives out of that. You stand up. Nope, you're the
You stand up and tell the truth, even though it takes you an effort to do it. You actually ate a candied fruit, but Gloria only touched it. You hope this will help your sister avoid punishment. You are quickly proven wrong.
Oh, damn. Oh, jeez.
Grandfather's face is red with rage. He strikes you both with a walking stick, blow for blow.
Hey, at least we didn't die.
He keeps hitting you until he grows tired and then leaves you where you are. Soon enough, Mother comes in and finds the two of you on the floor. Too afraid to move, she shakes her head in disappointment. You are badly hurt and covered in bruises, yet she still forces you to kneel and recite the precepts of the lots and how important it is to follow them.
Hey!
Then you stand before father and grandfather and swear never to take things that do not belong to you again. Indifference.
Okay, cool. So we need to start focusing on a little bit of willpower, I think, so we can juice up our will to power.
Yeah.
Our power to will. Oh, conditions met. This event is a consequence of your previous actions. Perception is 4 or greater, or less. No, yeah, our perception is equal to or greater than 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
I know how to read those things.
Your younger brother Nathan is growing. Mother spends more time with the rest of your family now. You help her play with your brother and take care of her when she asks. You often go to Mother's room to sit at the foot of her bed. After Nathan falls asleep, she reads you the sacred books and asks you about the things you learned that day. During these moments, you can see the world through her eyes as well. One day, the door to your room opens and she brings in a large box covered with a piece of cloth. It is rare for you to see her so overjoyed. She sets the box on the floor and removes the cloth. The box underneath the cloth is made of glass and has a wooden base. Inside, you see a layer of earth shaped into carefully crafted passages. And these passages are full of hardworking ants.
Brett, this is my gift to you, an ant farm. Of
alien
the
ant
alien variety. They're only known for one song, Smooth Criminal. I hope you like it. It's a little world.
Yeah.
It's a little world in a small box. We can watch them through the glass. Look, this is the queen ant. She is the reason all these little ants were born.
Sit by the box together. You hold your breath as you watch the ant colony at work. There turns out to be a method to the ants' chaotic movement. Every single one of them has a task to perform. Some of them have larger mandibles. They are the protection of the colony. They can draw blood from your finger. Others work all around the colony, repairing the walls and clearing any debris at the passages. There are also workers who collect food you put in a special tray, leaves, bits of meat, maggots, and bring the rest to the colony. You take a worker ant and put it right next to the food. However, the insect has no interest in it. It starts circling around the tray aimlessly. Mother takes the stray ant and put it back on where it belongs.
Why did you do that, my son? The ants cannot do what they weren't born to do. Each of them was born for their own job.
It's called a hive mind.
Yeah.
It's different.
Exactly.
Different from a human mind.
Yeah, right?
You shake your head slowly. If only the ants could do whatever you wanted them to do. This is your gift now, so they belong to you. Or maybe Mother's presence is the reason they won't obey you.
Oh, do we keep playing with Mother, in which our willpower goes up, and Lydia will like us a little bit, our mother will like us a little bit? Or do we play by ourselves? Our insight will go up, our unity will go down, and our perception will go up.
The top one.
I'm thinking
Sure.
the top one too. Yeah, we'll keep playing with Mother. Why not?
It's not
Easy,
because
easy choice.
It's not to raise the connection to the mother. It's to get the willpower.
It's to get the willpower 100%. Mother's look is full of warmth and love. Nathan, Gloria, and Father are away right now. For the first time in a long while, it is just the two of you, and Mother takes great joy in watching over the ant farm. She shares her knowledge of the world with you. The things she tells you are true, because the internet has not been invented yet, so there's no fact-checking. Fake news doesn't exist, You move closer to her and suggest going outside and finding some bugs for the ants. She agrees to this happily and holds your hand as you leave the house. Soon you are busy catching bugs and sharing your thoughts on how the ants will feed the colony with them. From time to time you laugh together, making up stories about errant flies and caterpillars overthrowing the ant kingdom. You and Mother hold hands as you return to your room. She can't help but smile. It is a faint smile, a child's smile, a smile full of sunlight. You were so happy to have seen the world through her eyes today. You literally ripped her eyes out and put them in front of you, just like a magnifying glass, right? It's not brutal at all. Ooh, the sacrament. Father and Mother have been focused on Nathan and you since early morning. Instead of breakfast, you are told to say your prayers, wash your hands and faces, and get dressed in plain white shirts. Today is the day of your sacrament. Hey Brent, do you want to be Nathan?
Can't think of a voice, but, Mother, I want to go play in the yard. I'm gonna model it after the Stefan then.
Yeah, why not? It's not like he's in this anyways, so...
No playing today. You and Brent are big boys now. You hear that, Brent? You're a big boy. Me, big boy.
No.
It is time for you both to have your first sacrament. No one can live without a lot.
I don't want a lot.
I want a little.
Of course. Be quiet and listen. You were born commoners, so you must accept you're a lowborn lot before the twins. When you grow up, you will get a chance to earn a noble lot.
Father and Mother take you to the carriage. Nathan is hungry. He starts whining. Grandfather is the last to get in the carriage. His eyes are on you and your brother, looking for every fault. Soon the carriage is moving along the streets of Enizote, slowly and solemnly. One more turn, and you see the colossal white building marked by two massive pillars. For the first time in your life, you are to enter the Church of the Twin Gods. You enter the gate and walk under the splendorous dome of the church. The church hall is divided into two halves. They are drastically different from one another. The floor on one side is rough and jagged and covered in dried brown spots, while the floor on the other is made of smooth marble. The commoners kneel on the jagged floor, and the well-dressed nobles and their families sit on pews.
The asymmetry bothers me a lot.
Yeah, I could. Yeah. It's quite asymmetrical. Yeah, I also don't like that. So one's got a sword, but then the other one's got like a noose, right? So it's kind of like they're just born to die. Basically, it's kind of.
Oh, it's a whip.
Is that supposed to be a whip? Maybe it's supposed to be. It rings around, right? So maybe I don't know.
Oh, I was looking at the very center. It looks like a whip with a sword.
Oh.
So it could be. But
maybe, yeah. I was looking at like the right side, like the.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah. Father and grandfather leave you to sit on one of the nobles' pews. Mother walks to the rough stone of the commoner's side and gets down on her knees. You see her wince in pain, for the lowborn estate shall suffer in the house of the faith. The church acolytes surround you and lead you to the altar where you and other children will take your sacrament this day. Before you stands a tall priest dressed in black, with a sword in one hand and a hefty whip in the other. Okay, so it is a whip.
Oh, yeah.
Nathan's whining grows louder. He dislikes this place. He is scared. You remain quiet, but your stomach roils in uneasy anticipation. The first child is to take the sacrament is a jaunty little boy from a family of nobles. The priest extends the sword before him and recites the words of his lot. From this day forth he will fight and rule and pursue the arts, his mind now forever free from the throes of suffering, for he now belongs to the noble lot. The boy proudly touches the flat of the blade with his lips, just gives it a little kiss, and then slowly sticks the blade in his mouth and does a little... Nathan is next to receive the sacrament. He suddenly snaps out of his fearful trance and tries to break free. But the acolyte pulls him toward the altar and throws him on the jagged floor of the lowborn side. The sharp edges bite into Nathan's knees as he lands, spraying drops of red around him.
I don't want to, Brent. Why do they want to whip me? What did I do?
You try to break free and run to Nathan's side. You want to give him courage and protect him, but the Acolyte's grip on you is too firm. You feel utterly helpless. Your little brother has to face the world all by himself. The priest starts reciting the words of the lot as he swings the lash over Nathan's shoulder. From this day forth, Nathan, thou shalt endure and work and suffer. Thou shalt be ardent in thy labor, and humble in obedience to thy rulers. And now cometh thy first true suffering, which thou must accept with gratitude. I don't know if this is exactly... Oh, this is Nathan's first suffering. Okay, I was thinking this was our first suffering, and I was like, we died. I think that was our first suffering.
Yeah.
The lash cracks. It strikes his right shoulder. It strikes his left shoulder. The blows are so powerful that Nathan falls to the floor. The priest tells him to rise. He has received his lot. Nathan gets on his feet and drags himself toward Mother, his knees torn and bloodied, his spirit broken. It is your turn. Your feet will not move. You can barely muster enough strength to walk to the altar. You get down on our knees. You get down on our knees? Alright, I guess we're sharing some knees over here, man. You get down on your knees and feel the sharp stones below. So sharp your clothing cannot protect you. Your skin begins to burn. The Acolyte forces your head down and you feel the lash being drawn above you, ready to strike. The priest's words are for you now. This is thy sacrament. Thou shalt work and endure and suffer. Thou art about to receive thy first true suffering by sacred lash. Dost thou accept thy lot? Do we accept it? Our determination will go down and our perception will go up. Do we not do that one? Do we catch the lash? Ooh. Catch the lash, determination goes up, perception goes down.
So they switch.
Or do we kiss the sword? Give him a little... you defy the rite of the sacrament and kiss the priest's sword. Ooh.
Willpower
Ooh.
-10.
It's a... Yeah. So our willpower will definitely go down. It looks like we can go into the negatives for willpower. Right?
Yeah.
I guess.
It just limits, like, decisions later, I guess.
Yeah, that's the thing. Our destiny will be the nobleman's sacrament. Can I go? I can't go check that? No? Okay. Yeah, so I feel
what's
like...
What's the other destinies? Is that it?
That's pretty much it, yeah. Like, well, yeah, because there's no... Yeah, there's nothing on anything else. I think this is a way of, like, breaking through and be like, nah, I want to be, like, you know, I want to be the sword boy and stuff. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards this one.
Yeah,
a little bit, because our determination will go up, which is good. Our perception will go down. Our willpower is going to be -5, but we can probably do some stuff to maybe get that back potentially. Yeah, I would say let's do that one. You down for that?
What's the consequences of raise your head?
Of raise your head?
Even though we can't.
It's just willpower plus 5.
Whoa, okay.
That was it, yeah.
That's how we could have gotten willpower. All right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, kiss the sword.
Yeah, all right, let's kiss that sword. Let's give it a little smooch. Let's just, you know...
See what happens.
See what happens.
The whip slices through the air, about to strike, but your eyes are transfixed by the blade of the priest holds on his other hand. You jump up and away. The lash misses you. You grab the blade with your hands. It cuts into them without mercy. The priest wrenches it away from your bloodied fingers. You look him straight in the eye. I am Brent of House Brant.
Yes! Yes, you are, Brent. Yes, you are, Brent of House Brant.
The priest freezes in shock. You seize this moment to pull the sword closer and kiss the smooth, cold blade. You hear cries of outrage amongst the churchgoers. Mother prostrates herself in the jagged floor. Racked with fear, your father remains still, baffled by what you have just done. But grandfather looks at you intently, as though truly seeing you for the first time. There is a semblance of respect in his gaze. You are forced back to the commoner's place at the altar. The acolyte seize you by the arms and legs and keep your face bent closely to the bloody, jagged stone stones of the floor. The lash strikes your right shoulder, then your left shoulder, then you are told to rise. You are a commoner. Mother takes your hands and leads you out of the church. Once you are outside, she scolds you for being insubordinate and brings shame to your family. Nathan holds your hand and you walk, his tearful face a mixture of confusion and awe as he looks into you, or eyes.
Oh, he likes us now. Oh, sorry.
But you do not feel as though you have made a mistake. You did what was right for you.
Nice. Our perception's gone down. You know, we lost a quarter of our eye. And, or a third of our eye. Yeah, a quarter of our eye. Determination went up by 1. That's good. Our willpower is down. We are exhausted. I mean, it's been a hell of a 7 years so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Taking it for a second and receive the common slot. Cool. Cool, dude. Oh, look at that. Our willpower is, well, right now it's -5, but we kissed the sword. Nobleman Sacrament event has happened. You challenge the Sacred Order and attempt to seize a noble lot. Ooh. Doperoni and cheese. I was gonna say, Brent, this has been a very long episode so far. So maybe let's see if there's a potential way to maybe save or something. And you know what? We will join you guys next time on the Rawkward Gamers. How does that sound?
It sounds good to me.
Dope. Well, thanks for watching. If you like this episode, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, do the things you do for everyone else, but do it for us. Do it for me, do it for Brent, do it for Sir Brent and his family, and I don't know, do it for... This is actually a really fun game. I enjoy this quite a bit. It's very interesting. I don't know where it's going to go.
It doesn't have all the choices I would use, but the choices that they do have are diverse enough.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's not bad.